Stop thinking loving uses up energy. Stop thinking that it takes up your energy, that giving love is tiring or depleting in some way. Love, feeling love, giving love creates energy. It fills you up with energy. It gives you more energy. And more than that, loving is not just a net positive in terms of energy. Loving also has that positive feedback effect. When you love the right way, when you genuinely love, you get in this system, this circuit, where loving makes you want to love more, and loving more makes you want to love more and more. That's when you know you're doing it right. That's when you know you're actually loving. People say to me that they don't want to love because they don't want to get hurt. You can only get hurt by loving if you're expecting something in return. And that's not what loving is. Love is not a transaction or an exchange. And that's okay. That's a really common confusion. It's what we grow up and we still see in the movies and in the fairy tale. All of this romanticism culture. There's this idea that love is this two-way experience and there's a reciprocity element. And if there's not perfectly equal or greater reciprocity from the other, then it's not love. That's the concept that we keep learning. And it's part of the reason why we're so unhappy. We're delegating out this most amazing human experience of love and giving all the power to somebody else. We're saying that we don't get to experience love unless someone else gives it to us. Maybe we can go first and love somebody else, but if they don't love us back, then we don't get to have love. Love is an experience in your body. Love is a personal experience. It's a way that you feel. You can think loving thoughts that create the feeling, and from the loving feeling, you can take loving actions in the world. You can act with love, and subsequently, you can experience those results in your life. But that's it. That's love. Somebody else can't give you love. If somebody tells you that they love you and you believe them, you might feel love, but that's only because you're thinking, I am loved. Somebody could shout to you or text you or email you that they love you. And if you don't hear them or you don't see the text or the email, you don't think, I am loved, and you don't get to feel love. Somebody could tell you that they love you and you don't believe them. Therefore, you don't think I'm loved, you don't feel love. You see how the feeling of love is in your control, and no one else can give you that experience without your permission. So their direct expression of love doesn't directly affect you. You and only you can create love in your body. Now, it works the other way around too, of course. You can love somebody else, but they may not be able to receive it for lots of different reasons. You may not affect their way of thinking to make them think I am loved, and therefore they may never feel it. So then, if we can't get anything back in return for our love, then why love? 3 reasons. Because of the way it makes us feel in our body, in our experience. Because of the way it makes us act in our life. And because of the results it gives us in the world. Love for you. Love because of the way it feels in your body, because of the experience that you get to have in your body of the world. Love is such a special feeling. It's one of the best feelings you can experience in this lifetime. Having that feeling makes you better. Having that experience makes you better. Like we said before, it gives you more energy. It fills you up. It's the opposite of depletion. You can't feel fear and shame and jealousy and all of those depleting, exhausting emotions while you're feeling love. It's a totally underrated cure to so many experiences that we desperately try to avoid. Love because of how it makes you act in your life. When you feel love, what do you do differently? Compare the version of yourself who's sitting and feeling fear and shame to the you that feels love. How do those two people act so differently in the moment, in their day, in their lifetime? Such different actions come from these different feelings. So love because it makes you act better. Love because it makes you better. And finally, love because of the results that creates for you in this world, for the world. Love because of the experiences, the opportunities, the outcomes that acting with love creates. But let's be selfish in a minute. Just the results that it creates for you. Acting from that place of love instead of fear produces wildly different results, let alone compounded over time. Just think about that for a second. That's a big payoff just by feeling an amazing, wonderful, delightful feeling. Win-win. So it's obvious. Loving creates a better experience for you, actions for you, and results and outcomes for you. But now we ask how you do it. And here's the trick. So why aren't we acting with love all of the time? Why don't we act with love when we want to? It's because we're confused about what love really is, and we don't believe in our core, in our subconscious, in those effects of love. So here's something for you to focus on and work towards from today. We love despite what others do. We're so used to looking for that response, that outcome, or expecting some result. Thinking about love as a transaction. Start thinking about love as something that is completely in your control. Completely about how you think, feel, and act. Loving despite what others do or don't do is unconditional love. That's what unconditional means. But what if no matter what they do? Now this topic probably needs more explanation and more sort of fighting and interrogating our brain to really believe in. And we can iron that out over time. But for now, I'll leave you with this. Unconditional love is not the same as boundless love. Unconditional love isn't just sacrificing yourself to create good outcomes for other people. Acting with unconditional love comes with your own boundaries. More on personal boundaries in another video. Let me know if you want to hear about it. Give this video a like if it was helpful or if it totally blew your mind. I can't wait to see how this affects your thoughts and beliefs, your feeling, your experience in the world, your actions in the world, and your results. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.